Jackie Collins arrived in Hollywood. She was a drop-dead gorgeous high school dropout with a movie star sister. She was irresistible. The men, the money, the power and the scandals followed. And then she started writing about them. Her saucy stories have been steaming up bedrooms for nearly half a century. And boy, did she have some stories to tell Rani Sadler when she joined Jackie at home in Beverly Hills.
Women say to me all the time, "You taught me everything I know about sex." My women kick ass, they don't get their ass kicked. My women have never been sitting around waiting for some man to go, "I'm going to marry you."
Jackie Collins has become very rich writing about strong women, but she also knows her men.
Good afternoon. Aussie men are very good looking. They really are. They're macho looking. Do you know what I mean? They're not classically handsome. They are great kind of sexy studs.
That's what you think of Aussie men?
Yeah. They're like big. There's something to get hold of.
At what age were you when you realised that girls can do anything boys can do?
Well, I was kind of a wild child myself, and my father was a huge chauvinist, and he always was telling dirty jokes to his male friends, you know, nudge, nudge, wink, wink, and I thought, this is not right, you know. And when I finally wrote my first book, which was The World is Full of Married Men, I really hit on the double standard very heavily because I'd seen it in my own household.
Jackie grew up in London. Her big sister Joan would become a Hollywood star. Dad was a theatrical agent. Mum stayed at home.
My mother was a beautiful, blonde, fabulous mother who really didn't do anything other than be a fabulous mother, which is fine if some people want that in life. But I think women should have something other than just being a mother. I mean, being a mother is incredible, but one day those kids are going to grow up and they're going to say bye. So you've got to have, you know, you've got to have something that is a passion for you, even if it's making cupcakes, you know. Girls can do anything.
Jackie always stood out from the crowd.
I had these leopard pants, very tight, you know, way before anybody ever thought of wearing leopard.
Expelled from high school when she was 16, her parents gave her a choice.
You can either go to reform school or you can get on a plane and go to Hollywood and be with your sister. And I thought for a few minutes and I went, you know what, I think I'll take Hollywood.
That sounds like
so off I went. And here, back here, you have the Hollywood Hills, where a lot of famous people live.
And boy, do you know a lot about what's going on there.
Yeah. There's a lot going on back there. Yeah.
All around us in these big homes are the stories and scandals behind Jackie's bestsellers.
Tell me about when you first moved over here. Joan was living at the Chateau Marmont.
She was going out with Warren Beatty.
Jackie moved in with her big sister. Two beautiful brunettes, magnets for Hollywood's leading men.
You had lots of encounters.
I was a complete wild child. And what I found was married men are the ones that are the horniest. And they would literally chase me round tables. I mean, it was crazy. It was absolutely crazy. And you get such an insight into the male psyche, especially if you're smart and can handle it.
Her first big catch, the biggest star in the world, Marlon Brando. She was 17, he was 29.
And I was so young. He was staggeringly gorgeous.
And you got to go out with him?
Yeah.
I am so jealous.
But then you saw him later and it's like, ooh, okay.
Jackie tried her hand at acting and dancing. But it was writing where she could really go wild.
With your writing, you started very early, didn't you? Was it with dirty limericks?
Oh, yeah. I would make them up and then I would use famous ones like, you know, "'Twas on the good ship Venus, my God, you should have seen us. The figurehead was a horror."
What comes next is very funny but too rude for TV. You can hear the full version on our website.
So the girls love this, because I probably picked these up from my father. So I would write them down and then I would make up my own, which are too dirty to even tell now.
The world is full of married men.
In 1968, Jackie released her first novel, The World is Full of Married Men.
Stop it. No, it's just somebody coming in the door, darling.
She also wrote the screenplay. The raunchy book topped the bestseller list in the UK and America, but it was banned in Australia.
They said it was far too racy. Yeah, I mean, it's ridiculous. Barbara Cartland called it nasty, filthy, disgusting.
It's evil, really. We affect the books that you write, quite frankly.
And so she said that to me. She said, "Yeah, Miss Collins, you are responsible for all the perverts in England." And I just looked at her and I said, "Thank you so much." You know, women say to me all the time, girls say to me, they say, "Oh, you know, I started reading you under the covers and you taught me everything I know about sex." And I go, "Is your husband or your boyfriend happy with that?" And they go, "Oh, he's very happy." Yeah.
What's going on?
Jackie's second novel, The Stud, was even more raunchy, and it had all of Hollywood guessing.
You're cute.
Mick Jagger and Tom Jones both thought it was them?
They both thought it was them. I'll never reveal who it actually was, but it could be a mixture of a lot of guys at that time.
That helped your sister Joan.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Aaron Spelling saw The Stud, and he said, "Ah, Alexis Carrington Colby."
And that, my darling, is how it should be done.
Are you guys quite similar?
No, we're completely different. I'm an introvert, she's an extrovert. And I was happy to pay her back because she looked after me when I was a kid, when I came to Hollywood.
Jackie still writes all her novels by hand.
In the meantime, she was handling him herself, twice a day, and loving every minute of it.
She stores the original pages in leather-bound volumes in her library at home.
Hollywood Wives. Yeah, this is Hollywood Wives. How can I show you this? My fabulous writing.
Wow!
So what you see is what you get.
Hollywood Wives leapt from the pages onto the screen. The stars lined up to be in the miniseries. That's Anthony Hopkins.
You write about sexual affairs and all sorts of amazing sexual escapades, but you truly believe in monogamy, don't you?
I do. I think if you're single, you can swing from the chandeliers, you can do whatever you want to do. If you're married, if you want to have a great marriage, then you're faithful. Otherwise, don't be married.
Jackie was married to her second husband for 27 years. He passed away. She found love again and got engaged.
I had a fantastic, very long marriage, a fantastic, very long engagement. Unfortunately, I lost both men to cancer, and I nursed them both through their illnesses. I would look after them, and then I would maybe go in the bathroom and shut the door and just write for, you know, it was very cathartic. So here we are.
Jackie is single. She turned 76 on Friday and isn't afraid to speak her mind on what she's always felt strongest about, strong women. Years after wild child Jackie took Hollywood by storm, she worries about the message being sent by today's role models.
Miley Cyrus's Ass in Your Face, and what's her face? Gaga, totally stripped off. It's not a very good message to send out to young girls. Like, you know, 12-year-olds are watching it and they're thinking, oh, that's what I got to do. I got to look like that.
Yeah.
Which is why I write strong women.
And those strong women have sold 500 million books. That gives Jackie a lot of joy.
What's your tombstone going to say?
She gave a lot of people a lot of pleasure.
And Jackie's new book, Confessions of a Wild Child, is out now. Stay with us because up next...